awesome. Critically awesome.
Hey guys, and welcome to Critically Awesome. My name is Trent,
And I'm Garrett.
and we are Critically Awesome. All right, guys, we've got an awesome show lined up for you today. Check out this sound that we've got, guys. This sound is pretty amazing, if I say so myself. We also have our own technician working for us today. His name is Igor. That's going to be his screen name, anyways. I'm wondering if we are still live because I am looking for our video.
We are. I see it.
You see it? I mean,
Yes,
it's
I
saying
do.
it's telling me it's processing, so I don't know.
We are. Trust me. I see
Well,
it.
if we're live, then we're live. So sorry about that, guys. I should have known better. Anyways, we've got a great show lined up for you today. We did have a better show. We were going to be talking about. Have a guest from overseas, actually. So, but we had some scheduling conflicts. But it's all right. We will have him on later on. So, Garrett, we're going to go ahead and start with our weekly updates, I believe, right?
Do we have any shout outs?
I don't have any shout outs other than my mother. Hi, Mom. I hope you are watching right now. If you're not, then I'm sorry. And Tristan Davis also, thank you for watching. Anybody else, if you have any shout outs, please let us know. Give us a comment in our comments below, and we'll give you a shout out. Garrett, who do you have?
Actually, I don't have anyone tonight, sadly. So,
Well, that's a little disappointing. I don't know. You said you can see it, right, Garrett?
yeah, I can see it. I'm watching it right now.
I would like that.
Yeah,
Mine
Igor, please double check.
Igor, please double check that. I've got it on both of my computers, and it says it's processing this. If we are still live, guys, just bear with us. I'm not seeing us live at all. That's strange. It's not.
And it has the thumbnail of Kylo Ren.
The Kylo Ren thumbnail. It should have the other thumbnail in there. Interesting. Well, cool. So,
anyways, I guess we'll do weekly updates.
Yeah, weekly updates. Garrett, go ahead and do your weekly updates. I'm going to mute my microphone.
All right. Well, movie-wise, I got kind of lazy, but I got to watch Jurassic World, which I absolutely love that movie. I mean, Chris Pratt did an awesome job in it. I actually kind of wish I would have got a chance to watch the other Jurassic Parks and all that. And then
You're telling me that you have not watched the other Jurassic Parks?
No, I have. I didn't get a chance to watch it after watching Jurassic World. It got me into a dinosaur mood.
I see.
Yes. TV-wise, I watched Grimm. Naruto actually came season 4 in Naruto, which is an anime, came out on Netflix, which was awesome. And then I also watched a little bit of Archer.
Don't tell that to my wife; she'll want to binge watch the crap out.
Yeah, I'm currently binge watching that. Also, I know we don't do a whole lot of comic book stuff on here, but last weekend I went Saturday. I went to a comic book store in Lee Summit and got Copperhead. Copperhead, which is pretty cool. It's a pretty cool comic so far. It's only the first volume of it, of course, but it's about this single mom who goes to a planet, this different planet, and she becomes the sheriff. And there's a lot of families that have a lot of hands in the pot of the previous sheriff and all that. And it's kind of like Defiance in a way. That's what I was described as to me. So that's about it on my weekly updates. Trenton.
Well, I have a lot that I watched. I watched a lot of movies. I completely binge watched the entire seasons of Better Call Saul. Better Call Saul, I tell you right now, is one of the best movies you will ever watch. Awesome, I can see it now. All right, but anyways, Better Call Saul is one of my favorites. It's based off the events that happened before Breaking Bad, and it's following Saul Goodman. If you watch Breaking Bad, then you know who Saul Goodman is, but his name is not actually Saul Goodman in this. His name is James McGill or Jimmy McGill, and uh, Bob Odenkirk's character in that his acting is just, oh my gosh, it's amazing. You want to follow along with him every time that he gets punched in the gut. You get punched in the gut. You feel for Bob Odenkirk the entire time that he's doing everything really with his law firm. I mean, he starts off small and he's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and you feel for him at every turn and at every crossroad. And then I watched The Hateful Eight finally. That was amazing. I tell you right now, I absolutely love that movie. Another home run for Quentin Tarantino. So now I have actually seen all of Quentin Tarantino's films.
What'd you rate that movie as, Trenton?
I would rate The Hateful Eight an A+. A++, because Samuel Jackson's acting, Channing Tatum coming out of nowhere and being a bad guy, that was awesome.
Yeah, I was definitely like, where's Channing Tatum in this movie? Because I saw him in
the whole time.
In the pre, the where you tell whoever's in it, I'm like, Channing Tatum's in here? How do you know that?
More like Channing Tate Yum. All right, ladies.
Whoop whoop. I gotta whoop guys.
Whoop whoop. Give me a comment below for a whoop whoop. Do I got a comment anywhere? No comments below. Disappointing. Anyways, I also watched Deadpool thanks to my good friend Melissa Finnicle and my wife's good friend Melissa Finnicle. Garrett actually hasn't heard me talk about this because he wanted me to wait until now so that he could hear.
I want to hear your likes, dislikes, what you got, and everything. Go ahead.
Oh boy. Well, guys, don't murder me. But I'm holding steady at a C.
Why? Like, just why? I'm curious.
It wasn't. I mean, it was funny. Yes, it was hilarious, and there was a lot of good Easter eggs in there. It was something that you had to sit there and watch and see all this other stuff and know a little bit about the comics to know what was an Easter egg and what wasn't. Oh, look, too noob for you, said whoop whoop. But honestly, it was just too much. I didn't like the way they presented Colossus. Colossus was basically a little wussy. That's the PG word I can use.
Wussy, yeah. I agree on that part. They made him almost like a prude in a way.
And I honestly don't even remember the other girl's name.
It is Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Yeah, that's just too much. That's a mouthful.
Which
and I can't.
I know you're not much of an X-Men person, but if you watched it though, her outfit is actually what the comic books are. Like that's her outfit from the comics. That's the actual like comic book outfits. So that's what I liked about that. But I agree on that on the.
Her power Colossus. Was let's look like we're trying to take a crap, and then as soon as a turd falls, we blow shit up.
Okay, don't be cynical. Come on.
I mean, and
it was a cool power though.
Tiffany liked that power. I thought it was.
Okay, so what else? I mean, I don't know. Did you like a lot of the references to the X-Men and how he like dissed everything about it?
I liked all the references he did about himself.
Yeah, the fourth wall stuff.
When the car was flipping and you see Ryan Reynolds on the cover of People magazine. Sorry, pizza must be on my mind. On People magazine saying "sexiest man alive," and then all of his references to the Green Lantern and how terrible that was.
Did you like the little action figure?
That was my next thing. The action figure itself, whenever it showed the action figure, I busted a gut in the middle of the theater.
It definitely brought out Ryan Reynolds. I mean, it was a true Ryan Reynolds. I mean, that's what I thought, at least.
I think one of my favorite parts about that movie was that it was the post-credit scene when let's see, whenever he was mimicking Ferris Bueller's Day Off,
Yeah.
and then he went. Chicka-chicka. That was probably the best part. Actually, no, the best part for me was the two ladies behind me who was laughing the entire time. They made it hilarious. Some of the things that I didn't think was funny and they found just hysterical and couldn't stop cackling.
So what about
it sounded like a
what about when he was making a lot of references to Wolverine, like in the beginning, where he was saying he had to, who he had to convince to have this movie.
that was kind of funny in and of itself. I mean, and whenever she took off his mask and he had Hugh Jackman's face,
I laughed pretty hard at that part.
that one was pretty funny. And am I gonna buy this movie as a Blu-ray?
Oh,
You're
hell
darn
yeah.
straight, I'm gonna buy this movie as a Blu-ray. I own almost every other superhero movie. Why not? I mean, I even own Ben Affleck's crappy Daredevil, but that's because my wife. Forgive her for this, guys. She actually likes the movie Daredevil.
And cue slap.
I'm glad you can't hear this. But guys, I mean, I'm still all right. Fine, I'll give it a B- because of the comedy. It doesn't help the fact that I went in there kind of in a bad mood, but it turned that bad mood and turned my frown upside down. And stuff. Let's see. I also watched half of Creed, and from what I've seen, is oh my gosh, it's just like every other Rocky movie ever. Right now where I'm at is he's where is he at? He's just now starting to get trained by Rocky himself. So, no spoilers for me, guys, because I still haven't seen the rest of Creed, and I really want to see the rest of Creed. It's an awesome movie. And I know you guys can hear my baby. Forgive me, this microphone can pick up everything in my entire house. I could probably hear a pin drop from across the living room.
Oh, did we mention that spoilers for Deadpool if no one's seen it?
Oh, yeah, this is the late spoiler alert for Deadpool.
Actually, to be honest, even if there was spoilers, it would still make that movie. There would be no spoilers. I mean, really, there
really isn't any spoilers. I mean, what are you gonna spoil? Oh my god, that movie is funny as hell.
Did you like how the
the helicarrier was in there?
Yeah, the helicarrier. Yeah, and the Hello Kitty, but yeah, the
Hello Kitty, helicarrier, same thing. All right, here is actually my favorite thing. I like how they actually did Deadpool justice. When he got shot in the arm, you could see him re-heal himself. And when he cut off his hand,
it's gonna be huge with this.
It's gonna feel huge with this hand.
Oh man,
that part was pretty funny.
It has awesome one-liners, definitely.
The unicorn. Oh, you're not supposed to see that. But let's see. What else did I watch? I started watching The Revenant today. That was pretty fun. I mean, I did not start watching The Revenant today. Let's see. I want to watch that. I know that this week Tiffany and I are going to go see Zoolander 2, so be ready for our post-movie review on that. I got myself a brand new camera. I'm using Matt, or what's his name? Igor's camera right now. And I was trying to get my new.
Should we call him Gollum? Should we call him Gollum?
Yeah, we should call him Gollum. We'll call him Gollum. Keep true to the movie atmosphere.
Well, Igor's a movie.
Yeah, it's from
Frankenstein.
Yeah, it's from Frankenstein. Young Frankenstein. With
there's also Frankenstein.
Wilder.
There's also Frankenstein as well, but I love Young Frankenstein.
We'll just call him Igor from Young Frankenstein because I love Gene Wilder. He is an amazing actor. But that's a different podcast in and of itself. Well, I don't remember much of whatever I watched. I had a note card of everything that I watched because I wanted to make sure that I talked about it all. But I think that we have gone pretty far with what we were talking about. So let's go ahead and go to TV and movie news.
News. All right. Well, to start it off, guys, we'll talk. Well, since we were on Deadpool, anyways, Deadpool opening weekend worldwide made $250 million, guys. That's outstanding. That he totally crushed it, especially for an R-rated movie. I always say X-rated. I don't know why. But I know a lot of people like, oh well, he's not really the first R-rated comic book movie. He actually there's a handful of them actually. Which you got Blade, you got Dread, the old and the new one, as well as Kick-Ass 1 and 2, Sin City, V for Vendetta, Watchmen, The Kingsman, which just came out I think a couple years ago, and then also The Punisher. And I mean, most of those movies are actually really good, but this movie definitely blew everything out of the park for it. And then next in movie news is that at the end of Deadpool, like we talked about, he said he actually put out that there will be a sequel, and Cable is going to be in that movie. And there's been some stuff rolling around on the BooTube here on the internet, and that Stephen Lang, which he is the actor who plays the general in the Avatar, he wants to play Cable in the sequel. And so me and Trent are actually going to maybe list off a couple of people maybe we think that probably be better off.
By the way, this is that cup that Tiffany made that says critically awesome on it.
Tell Tiffany I want one. I will pay her for it. Anyways, so me and Trent are going to name off some actors that we think that maybe will be a good Cable. And for anyone that doesn't know, I'll give you a little backstory on Cable. Cable is
Can we get a visual of Cable, Igor?
Yes, Igor.
Igor?
No, wait, my bad. It's Golem.
I need a visual of Igor. Yes, please.
Oh, while Golem is pulling up our Cable picture, I'll give you a little backstory on him. Cable he's actually known as Nathan Summers. He's actually the adult son of Cyclops, which is Scott Summers, and Madeline Pryor, which is Jean Grey's evil clone, actually. And he actually when he was a baby, he was sent into the future, and he comes back to save the past, essentially. So, Golem, how is that picture coming along?
Well, I'm going to tell you right now that I am really excited for that. Not really. I don't know who Cable is. I don't follow Deadpool at all. Sorry. I followed more DC comics as a kid because Batman and Superman, of course. And
well, that was a lot more cartoons of DC.
Yeah. You said that is Cable on screen? I don't see him on screen. It's a pretty big delay. Oh, there it is. That's a nice looking picture. Can you zoom in on that for us, Colin? There we go. Look at there. Hot dog. So, if you guys have any
suggestions,
suggestions, there's the word I was looking for. Suggestions for Cable, please let us know. I think that Liam Neeson should play Cable.
He would be a good one because you need someone that's kind of seasoned a bit.
Or
maybe
even
Sean Bean. How about Sean Bean?
Sean Bean?
Sean Bean, yeah.
But he'd die.
Get his head chopped off? Yeah, I know.
We don't want that. Or get shot with a bunch of arrows, by a bunch of orcs.
He dies in every movie, so yeah, it's true.
Yeah, so why would we want Sean Bean in there? I mean,
Levi, the guy who played Sabretooth in the Wolverine Origins. He's a pretty decent character, actually. You got Kurt Russell.
Just that movie. Kurt Russell's almost anything right now. Kurt Russell can't do that though because he's going to be Star-Lord's dad in Guardians of the Galaxy 2. By the way,
which is also one of our news points, but we'll
get to that in a little bit.
Also John Hamm.
Ham. Anyways, I think I would rather have you know who'd be really cool is young Arnold Schwarzenegger. If we could have Dreamcast,
No.
that would be cool. Oh, what was that? Deadpool, I've come for you now. Get over here.
That could be a possibility on that.
Get to the chopper. We don't own any right to Arnold Schwarzenegger or Get to the Chopper, just in case.
All right. Well, anyways, like we said, if you guys have any other suggestions on who would make a good cable, either let us know in the comments below or on our other social media platforms.
Social meets.
Yeah, social meets. Next is, you want to go next, Trenton?
Have we already talked about Wolverine 3?
No, we have not.
All right, Wolverine 3 is looking to be R-rated.
Yes, it is, and actually, it is Hugh Jackman's final movie as Wolverine as well.
Sad day. So, Garrett, on that note, who should we pick as our next Wolverine?
Honestly, when I was looking through all the pictures and stuff like that, which is it Scott?
Scott Eastwood, Clint Eastwood's son, or Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah,
Daniel
I know. I was listening on one of my other podcasts that I listened to.
Yes.
Actually, Hugh Jackman said himself that he would actually like to have Tom Hardy as his replacement.
God, I'm so tired of seeing Tom Hardy do everything. I hate Tom Hardy. Sorry
really?
for all
Do
the
you hate him, or do you hate him, or you just hate him that he's in everything?
I hate how good of an actor he is. I'm annoyed with his face.
So you hate him because he's really good at what he does.
He's really good because he can change his character and he can change his appearance, and he doesn't even look like the same person.
Yeah, I didn't know he played Bane until I actually looked closer. Like you couldn't tell that was him.
And in The Revenant, I mean, never mind. He doesn't look at all like Tom Hardy. It's amazing.
Oh, you can tell from the trailers that he doesn't
Plus,
look at
there's
all.
that one kid from the Maze Runner who's in that movie, and it's his face annoys me. It's not as bad as Miles Teller, but Miles Teller is annoying. I forgot what that kid's name is, but he's the guy with the never-ending eyebrow.
Trent, you want to get this next one because you're definitely really
Guardians
excited
of the
for this.
Galaxy 2. No, what? Well, it's begin production, so I already said it.
No, the new footage. Oh, my bad. Yeah, Guardian of the Galaxy
footage.
2.
Yeah, so I was on cue.
Yeah, so sorry, that's my bad. I'm gonna.
Not only has Guardians of the Galaxy 2 began production, but so has Star Wars Episode 8. There was a clip for that. I don't know. Do we have that?
Hold on. Also, I want to share here. This is the picture right here of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Essentially, kind of staying with the kind of cassette tape kind of thing going on, which is pretty cool.
I really like the fact that that baby Groot on there.
Yeah, I know. Look at that cute little baby Groot, huh?
He's gonna grow up to be such a good, big old baby Groot. And then look at Zoe, or Gamora.
Yeah, Gamora. And then, as Trent said, Kurt Russell is actually casted to play Peter Quill's father, which is Chris Pratt's character. So
looking forward to that.
That's awesome. I'm excited to see that. I loved the first movie, and I can't wait to see what they come with the second one.
There was new footage for 10 Cloverfield Lane, guys. I tell you what, if you haven't seen that trailer, go watch it. I know that we've put a trailer up every week for 10 Cloverfield Lane, so we aren't going to do it this week because, you've seen enough of it. But this has got me wanting to see it even more. It is crazy. I am so excited to see John Goodman just knock it out of the park because I already know he's basically said that he's saved these people and that basically they went out because they don't know what's going on, I guess. So we've already went over Star Wars, just started production. I'm really excited for that one.
Yeah, and I don't know if anyone, if you're really a Star Wars fan, you will know this, but it's actually not going to be J.J. Abrams who's directing this anymore. It's actually Ryan Johnson.
So sad. I'd rather J.J. Abrams do it.
Yeah, but Ryan Johnson, he actually directed Breaking Bad. Just FYI.
That's got it. Breaking Bad was amazing. Cinematography and that and everything is amazing. So
I think it'll be pretty good because actually they made it where each film of Star Wars is going to be a different director. So we'll get to see different how different directors put this in their own aspect. So,
All right. Well, that's enough for the news. We are going to go ahead and go to
our trailer breakdowns.
breakdowns. All right. Hopefully that
And
worked.
if Igor, are you ready for this? Or
Did
all
you
right,
get
well,
the trailer breakdowns on there?
we are the trailers we're gonna be breaking down tonight is season 6 Game of Thrones. Just excited for that, and then Daredevil season 2, as well as Alice Through the Looking Glass, which is the sequel to Alice in Wonderland, which I
All right, guys. So the first trailer we're going to show is Game of Thrones season 6. Enjoy.
We watch, we listen, and we remember. The past is already written. The ink is dry.
They have no idea what's going to happen.
All right, guys, that was the season 6, which actually will be starting August or April 24th, right?
I hope we wouldn't have to wait till August. That'd be sad.
So,
I think I'm surprised.
guys, this is gonna be. I'm excited for it. I mean, anything is gonna go on this trailer or on this movie or the show. I meant because there's no book. He's not done yet, so pretty much HBO had all rights to it. So it's gonna be.
Which is it's going to be very interesting. I'm a little afraid that they're going to kill off Tyrion Lannister because we saw his face in the House of Many Faces.
Well, we also saw Catelyn Stark as well.
Well, she's dead though. We saw all the people
Yes.
who are dead, and then they showed Tyrion Lannister's face last. So are they hinting at the fact that he is next?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's the thing that's gonna be scary about this whole season is that anything's gonna go on this. I mean, you don't know who's gonna die because before all the people who read the books are like, oh, just wait, this person's gonna die, just wait for it, and then all
That
of a
was
sudden,
disappointing too. I
yeah,
hated it when they did that to me.
but now, I mean, anything is fair game. To anyone could die. You don't know who or who's gonna come back to life.
Well, that Red Witch is up and at the wall right now.
Yes,
And
that
so
is
she
true.
came up in enough time, then she's going to be able to save Jon Snow, but he's probably dead. They said Jon Snow is dead. They said Jon Snow is dead. But Kit Haring, I think his name is.
I think
don't
so.
remember. He is still on set. So maybe she brings him back to life as somebody entirely new.
I know.
And
Oh, sorry, Trent. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No.
I know. I was reading too that he was saying that he's gonna be in this TV show well into his 30s, which he is currently probably I think like 28, 29. So that's a little hint, hint,
Unless, of course, they actually do kill him off and he
Yeah.
doesn't come back. And the only reason why he was there was to throw everybody off and, give everybody false hope.
Conspiracy
would-
theory.
Illuminati. Oh, by the way, we do not own any of the rights to any of these trailers here. They are all owned by their respective properties of HBO, Netflix, and whatever Alice the Looking Glass is.
And we'll
owned by.
we'll be putting all the links down below in the description. So
Exactly.
So you can guys go watch it then. All right, Igor, hit us up with Daredevil season 2.
It's Gollum.
Gollum, my bad.
One man
I still feel guilty.
The guilt means your work is not yet finished.
Downtown office thinks we got a new player in Hell's Kitchen.
What do they want?
The DA's office says the shooter's independent.
He's tracking gangs to their home turf and taking them out with military precision.
With knowledge and hardware to take out half the city, Hell's Kitchen is about to explode.
Bang.
Maybe we created him. All of us.
There's no connection.
We never stopped to think that Daredevil's actions could open the door for men like this.
How much longer before innocent people start getting caught in his crossfire? Blood is being shed.
And you've donated more than your fair share.
The city needs him.
I need to take care of the scum that killed my family.
People don't have to die.
You hit them and they get back up. I hit them and they stay down. Why are you doing this? Because I think you're a half measure. I think you're a man who can't finish the job. I think that you're a coward. You know, you're one bad day away from being me.
All right, guys, that was the preview for Daredevil Season 2. It is coming in 2 parts, so I'm excited for the next part to come out because, you know, I guess now trailers come in 2 different segments. But, oh my gosh, you've got good versus evil. You've got
It's almost
The
like
Punisher.
yeah, you got the Punisher, man. I
you
can't
got
wait
the
for that.
Punisher versus Daredevil. And his line at the very end, "You're just one bad day from becoming me." It's entirely true. I mean, Daredevil could snap just like that, and then he could be the most dangerous villain out there. One of the most dangerous, next to Thanos, of course. Or he's not even the most dangerous. We've got, you know, the World Eater from the Fantastic Four, which Fox owns the rights to, which they need to give back to Marvel. But that's just
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, it's definitely. I can't wait for this season. I absolutely love the first one. It's definitely putting the Punisher in it, and it's going to be interesting though how Trent. Do you know the actor's name? Who is the Punisher? I can't think of his name at the moment. He plays. I know he plays in The Walking Dead. Anyways, it's going to be interesting to see how they portray him as kind of like a father figure, because that's kind of what Punisher was. Especially in
Yeah,
the
he was a
movie.
father figure. He he's going out to get revenge over everyone who killed his family.
his wife, his whole family. And I know you guys haven't. If you are following the Punisher though, you'll see that like in the beginning, it's the castle residence and just kind of how you see the picture of the kids and all that. And it's definitely going to be a very good season, I think.
They did say that, and Marvel has gone on to say that the reason why we haven't seen things like the Avengers Tower or anything like that is because we are in the lower half of New York.
Yeah, we're in Hell's
And
Kitchen.
We're in Hell's Kitchen, and as time goes by, as we get farther and farther up Manhattan Island, we will start seeing like Avengers Tower and all this other stuff. And I am one of those people who look for all those Easter eggs. I am one of those people who cannot wait to see all this kind of stuff.
Which, if you guys have you guys watched season 1 of Jessica Jones, you can the nurse who helps out, who's also I think kind of a love interest, I guess, for Daredevil. She actually is in Jessica Jones, and she helps Luke Cage when he has his injury, when he has a concussion and everything. So hopefully maybe we'll get to see maybe either or, and maybe one of their each other's shows. Just like how the Arrow and the Flash have been in each other's shows all like for quite a bit of time actually. So
that's bound to happen. We're gonna get the Defenders
yeah,
on Netflix, which is gonna be Netflix has got itself lined up for something great. The Defenders are basically just a smaller time version of the Avengers, and
it's more of a ragtag group, not like
they fight street crime. They don't fight worldly crime. The name of that actor's name is John Bernthal.
Yeah,
I knew it was John something, but I didn't remember his last name. He was Shane on The Walking Dead, by the way.
yes, and he did pretty good in that.
And I'm sorry, guys, I was going to give you a weekly update on The Walking Dead, but I totally forgot to watch it. Didn't have
good
cable.
job, Trent. Jeez.
I didn't have cable. Okay, not the bad guy from Deadpool, but I didn't have actual cable. I've got cable now. I got cable and internet. As you guys can see, I'm in my own house. I've got my own backdrop. As time progresses, guys, I'm actually going to have little more things coming up. Probably more posters. And if I can ever get my camera to work, I'm going to have my Loot Crate toys on here. So that's exciting. Oh, I'll definitely have them for Preview Tuesday. So Preview Tuesday is going to be a lot different than Podcast Friday. Just a heads up. So be on the lookout for that.
All right, guys.
Go ahead, Garrett.
All right, guys. Now to our main segment, which is kind of crazy because we are.
No, it's not. We still have to do Alice through the Looking Glass.
Oh, my bad. I'm not reading my own outline, guys.
And he's the one who makes the outline.
So, Gollum, please play Alice Through the Looking Glass.
Excitable, emotional, proud fantasy.
There's nothing wrong with me. One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small.
You've been gone too long, Alice. And do mind your step.
And you know you're going to fall.
I seek a young lady. Her hair,
Yes?
yellowish. Her name, Alice. Tick-tock. Your time is up. Alice. Now, tell me, when does Alice arrive?
I have always wondered when soon is.
All right, that was Alice Through the Looking Glass.
And
It looks just about as good as the original.
I enjoyed these movies. Of course, I mean, you have a really good cast in it. Johnny Depp, of course, and I mean, he does an outstanding job. And then, of course, it's produced by Tim Burton, which is I absolutely love his work. He has a lot of color. Recently, he's actually been doing a lot of color in his movies that he's helped produce, which is a lot different than what he's usually done, which is more Halloween-y, kind of Christmassy kind of types, more dark, kind of English like setting where it's rainy and all that stuff. I definitely can't wait to see this movie. It looks like I've never heard of this kind of story yet of Alice in Wonderland, so it's gonna be interesting to see what they do with it. What do you think, Trent?
I think it looks like the original. I'm not too excited for it. I'm going to give it a D.
Did you even like the first one?
No, I didn't. I thought it was stupid.
Yeah, you're not much for.
I don't like Tim Burton.
I don't know why you don't.
He's just not my type of director. He's too out there. So, I know I just went a notch down on your happy list with me because I don't like Tim Burton, and we should have probably just done a movie or a movie death match over who has the best director.
Yeah,
that would have been epic.
Yeah, it would have. It would have been definitely.
Speaking of movie death
All right.
matches, guys, it's close to the end of the month. Don't forget.
Yeah. Don't forget to
Shoot
tell
us
us
with-
what kind of genres you might want to look and see, because there might be a surprise next Friday to decide what we pick.
We'll probably still do that anyways, but please tell us what kind of genre you want. Right now, we're going to do movie trilogies. So here's
Yep.
our main segment.
Our main segment is the Trilogy Fever. All right.
Sorry, I had
Good
to get
intro.
that out of.
Good intro, Trenton. Good intro.
We don't own the rights to that song either.
If that's even a song.
It is. It's "Staying Alive" by the Bee Gees.
Well, why'd you
Produced
say
by
it
Warner
then?
Brothers. I said it was produced by Warner Brothers. I don't want to get another copyright
Hey,
infringement.
it's fine. You only used like 5 seconds of it. Anyways, so we're gonna pretty much just spout out and just talk about some of our favorite trilogies. And after we're done with this, and if you guys have any other favorites that we may have missed, just comment below and we'll just let us know. Okay. All right. Well, first off, of course, I mean the three probably big ones that everyone will spout off no matter what is Star Wars, Indiana Jones, and Back to the Future. I mean,
Back to the Future is the best.
all three of them are, I mean, they're all like early to late 80s movies, which is probably the best time for movies. I mean, for 80s wise, I mean, they're very good. The soundtracks and the scores were really great in them. Next is Lord of the Rings. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. If you guys have not seen any of the Lord of the Rings, they are awesome. One time I watched all 3 Lord of the Rings in one day, which was a very long day.
Yeah, that must have been a really long day.
I started around noon, ended around midnight. I didn't have much breaks in between either, so, and that was not even like the extended like director cut or anything like that.
I'm sorry, I missed that last part. It cut out on me.
I said that also it was not directors or like a director cut or extended cut or anything like that. So
well, that is definitely some of my favorites for sure. We can't forget about Spider-Man 3 or Spider-Man's 1, 2, and 3, the terrible ones.
3 was
actually
3 was horrible, to be honest. 3 was the only bad one. Yeah.
For sure.
I put also The Hobbit and Hunger Games. Now I know there's actually 4 movies, but they actually split the 3rd movie into 2 parts. So I'm counting that. I don't care what anyone you say. The Hobbit was awesome.
There's also 4 movies in Indiana Jones.
Yeah, but we don't
we take out the Crystal Skull. We don't associate with yeah.
We don't associate with negativity. Same thing with the prequels on Star Wars. Blade, which actually I was reading too that in Deadpool as well as Ryan Reynolds, he actually did that's when he first read comic books of Deadpool was in Blade Trinity. So he actually did a little I guess, what do you want to say?
Kind of look like Deadpool in that movie.
Yeah, he gave tribute to Deadpool in the Trilogy. Blade Trinity.
La la la.
What other movies do you think, Trenton?
We've also got Iron Man. Those were really good movies for the most part. Iron Man 2 was kind of rushed. Even the director said that it was very rushed and that he had to get it done and all this other stuff. So it kind of really reduced the product that he wanted to make. Like with Iron Man 1, how great of a movie that was. That set up the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe that we know today. And then Iron Man 3 was just kind of a crap fest because, well,
they didn't do really good to they did not portray what's his name? What's
Tony Stark?
No, what's the villain?
I don't even remember.
Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. What is it? It's
well, anyways.
Yeah, I can't remember his name at the moment.
Out of my favorite trilogies, I mean, out of my favorites, it's got to be either Back to the Future or the original Star Wars trilogies. I mean, you've got Star Wars, you've got Empire Strikes Back, and you've got Return of the Jedi. Those are three of the most well-known movies, and if you haven't seen those movies, then you're probably living under a rock, or I
The
don't know.
Mandarin. The Mandarin. That's who it was. The Mandarin.
Oh God, yeah, that's right. The
They didn't.
Mandarin.
They didn't do him justice, to be honest.
Not at all. He's such a powerful character.
He's a very mysterious character too in all the comics and everything like that. And they made him like he was a science experiment in a way.
They made him a joke.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, Trent. I agree with Back to the Future. I love the music in it. I mean, that's what actually got me into wanting to play guitar. Actually, was Back to the Future Part 1 when he was at the Enchanted Under the Sea dance and he was playing Johnny Be Good. I actually the first song I learned how to play on guitar was Johnny Be Good.
I remember that. I remember whenever you did pick up the guitar and started playing because you watched Back to the Future with me. It was awesome.
That definitely brought that was what got me into playing guitar. Definitely, it was.
In case you guys don't know, Garrett and I have been best friends for about 20 years. So
and then Golem as well. So
yeah, Gollum has been our friend for about 20 years also. But sometimes he likes to fall off the face of the earth, but we'll forgive him for that. We can't forget about The Matrix. The Matrix redefined movie-going experiences. Everybody wanted to be The Matrix. There was slow motion. There was the fight scenes. There was the CG and stuff. That was when CG started becoming really, really big. Everybody really wanted to get to the same level as The Matrix is. There was also just the storytelling and splitting it up and having an amazing story in and of itself. So, and then the Bourne series.
Jason Bourne. Which actually they're making another one with Jason Bourne. They're making a fourth one now.
I think it's called just Bourne.
Yeah, but it's Matt Damon now instead of.
Yeah, they got Matt Damon. I think they're even having Jeremy Renner come back as another one of them, and they're trying to make it all Mission Impossible. So
yeah, I don't know what their plan is for that, but it's definitely interesting. The Jason Bourne movies were more grittier compared to the original James Bond movies without Daniel Craig. Until Daniel Craig got on there, that's when they started changing, almost like Jason Bourne.
Then again, I'm not a big fan of Jeremy Renner all too much because, well, he plays Hawkeye, one of the most useless characters in the Avengers. Don't tell my wife that because she likes Hawkeye.
Well, actually, I think Hawkeye does in the comics. He's a lot more useful than.
Yes, in the comics, he's really useful, but he's just a guy with a bunch of arrows fighting aliens.
True. Same thing with Black Widow. Black Widow is just an assassin, but hot
she's
assassin.
A hot assassin.
True.
At the same time.
Also, I know Trent doesn't like this movie that much, but. Rush Hour was an awesome trilogy, I thought. Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker is hilarious, and then you add Jackie Chan, who can barely speak English, and a guy who can't stop talking. It's hilarious. If you guys haven't seen Rush Hour, it's an awesome movie. I definitely suggest it. I know Trenton's not very fond of them.
It's just boring. I don't know. I never really watched them. Sorry.
He hasn't watched a lot of stuff just because he doesn't try it.
I watch a lot of stuff, and I have tried Rush Hour. It's just not my cup of tea. I don't like Chris Rock.
It's Chris Tucker. It's Tucker.
Him too. I don't like either one of those two. Not because they're,
Chris Rock is in Grown Ups.
Yeah, and he's the zebra on Madagascar.
Yes, he is. Also, Toy Story, which I know there's a fourth one coming out here pretty soon. But Toy Story,
how they're gonna do that. I'm curious about that movie.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to do it, to be honest. It's going to be interesting. Definitely all three of them, though, are very solid movies.
Now, we have all the Mission Impossibles. There's like 5 of them. So that's not really a trilogy. But what should become a trilogy? What would you guys like to see become a trilogy? For me... I'm already predicting that Deadpool is going to become a trilogy, if not more.
If not more, yeah. I want them. I know there's The Incredibles. I know they're making a second one, and I hope they make another one after that.
I would like to see that. Oh, there's also going to be. Oh, we forgot The Hangover.
Oh,
That's one of my
yeah.
favorites. That's a stupid comedy I like.
Yeah, The Hangover. The Hangover.
I love The Hangover.
I mean,
I
Mike
think it's a great
Tyson,
story.
Zach Galifianakis, and
You know, Without a Paddle wasn't a trilogy though, was it?
I don't know if it was or not, to be
Oh.
honest.
No, he wants to see Without a Paddle.
Oh, Without a
become
Paddle.
trilogy.
Do you want what would you want it to be? Seth Green in there as what, like the original characters, or would you want?
Yeah, if you don't have the original characters, then it's just not the right movie. It's not the same movie. It's kind of boring and pointless.
Yeah.
Kind of like with The Hangover, or the Ghostbusters. They're bringing back Ghostbusters and having it a whole bunch of women, which I have no hope for this movie. I think it's going to be stupid and boring.
I don't know. They should have, if with the Ghostbusters, they should have done it as the third Ghostbusters, where it's the new generation of Ghostbuster, not a reboot of the first one.
I still have no hope for this movie. I think Melissa McCarthy is just going to play her normal, character where she's a fat, funny girl who falls over all the time.
Yeah, but she's funny though. I mean, you can give her that. But I mean, they have some of the original characters from the original Ghostbusters, but they're not even playing their actual character from the original Ghostbusters. So it's gonna be interesting. Also, the Dark Knight. The Dark
Knight, yeah, that trilogy is an amazing trilogy. Yes. I love that trilogy. Christopher Nolan's take on Batman, Batman was pretty great. And the only thing I really don't like from that trilogy is Bane. Yes, Tom Hardy he did a really good job at what he was given, but it wasn't Bane. Bane is a huge, jacked up, former Mexican wrestler, and he's just ginormous, and he has Tim Burton did justice to Bane. That's what Tim Burton did really good.
Speaking of that, now what about those three Batmans? Batman Returns, and Batman Forever.
4.
There's 4?
Batman Returns, Batman Forever, and
is it Batman and Robin?
Batman and Robin. Yeah, so there's 4 of them.
Because Batman and Batman Returns was Tim Burton, and then you had Batman Forever, which that was with the Riddler, right?
Yeah, that was with the Riddler, and it looks a lot like a Tim Burton style, and I think it's Michael Keaton's
close.
Batman, so.
And then of course, yeah, Batman and Robin. And then also Austin Powers, which are you have.
Yeah, baby.
I mean, it's definitely one of the most quoted movies, I think, that a lot of people do.
Shall we shag now or shag later? I think my favorite was definitely Goldmember because Tom Cruise was in it.
Yeah, it's seeing Mike Myers at his best, pretty much. I mean,
basically Mike Myers doing what Ryan Reynolds did to Deadpool.
Yeah,
that needs to have another movie come out. I want to see another Austin Powers movie.
That'd be.
I would waste all of my money to go see that multiple times in the movie theater. So if you're listening, producers of Austin Powers, make a 4th movie. Let's see. Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me is usually my go-to. And then I go to Goldmember because, well, it's funny.
It's got $1 billion.
$1 billion quadrillion million dollars.
Is that freaking sharks with freaking lasers on their freaking heads? Isn't Seth Green in that one as well?
Yeah, Seth Green is Scott.
Yeah.
How about Scotty Doom? Scotty Doom.
Scotty Doom.
How about no? I think we spent more time on Austin Powers than any of the other movies.
Yeah, I noticed that. How about Hunger Games? Did you even see the second part of it? The second part
of it? I did not see Hunger Games Part 2.
I know apparently that was supposed to be like the most last year. That was supposed to be the most like sought out movie. Like that was the most. I can't think of the word now. Movie that everyone was excited for, which I think was kind of bullcrap because it was Star Wars. I don't know where they got that from. But yeah, I didn't see the last one either, to be honest. Maybe it's not as hyped up because it was the last movie, kind of like Harry
hyped
Potter
up
and
the
the
Hunger
Death.
Game. Yeah,
Kinda
they
like Harry-
hyped up the very
kinda
first
like-
one, part 1, more than they did part 2.
Yeah, kind of like Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. It kind of just, it's the end of the movies, you know, and so
I didn't watch any of the Harry Potters until I got married to Tiffany.
I was going to say, I hope you've seen them because your wife is a fan of that.
But she hasn't read the books. I'm more willing to read the books than she is, and she reads books. I don't.
Yeah, and I want to start reading the books as well because there's a lot more in the books that the movies did not put in.
Right now, I'm in the process of reading Game of Thrones. I've been reading the same book for over a year. So, but yeah, so I think that's wraps it up for the trilogies. We're going to go ahead and do our own plugs. Mine, Garrett, go ahead and start with yours.
Well, you guys can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, as well as Snapchat.
And Hot or Not.
and Tinder, and maybe a little bit of Grinder. Just kidding. I'm not on Grinder.
He's not really kidding.
Hey, be quiet, Trenton. You're on
He
Grinder
goes on
too.
Grindr every day.
Anyways, Facebook, it's Garrett Donavant, of course. DONAVANT. If you guys don't know my last name. Twitter is at that the _ Fester, which Fester is all uppercase. Instagram is just my full name, Garrett Donavant, one word, as well as Snapchat is my full name, all lowercase.
And you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and YouTube. Not Grinder because I'm married.
Also,
yep.
Sorry, go ahead.
My Facebook, Trent Davis, Twitter, Trent _ Davis 14, Instagram TDavis14, Snapchat Trent14, and you can find me at Trent or on YouTube. Just look for Trent Davis. I've got 11 subscribers on that one. I sometimes do Snapchat Chronicles, and sometimes I might even load up something. Maybe I might start doing inspirational stuff on that one. Who knows? Time will tell. I got a brand new camera. I'm willing to vlog. So if you want to follow me on a vlog channel, be more than happy to. I might even start tonight. Yeah. So be on the lookout. I'm going to be uploading videos to my other YouTube channel, my personal YouTube channel. It's going to be vlogs. If you want behind the scenes information on Critically Awesome, follow me on YouTube.
Also, guys, as usual, you can follow Critically Awesome on all our other social meets, which Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Yeah, meets.
Gollum, go ahead and go and pull up those sites for us so that they can see it. And, yeah, I need you to pull up the Facebook site.
For Critically Awesome.
For Critically Awesome, of course. And also, whenever you go to our YouTube channel, on the upper right-hand screen where our banner is, you'll find a Facebook button, a Twitter button, and an Instagram button. All 4 of those are direct links to those sites. So if you are having trouble finding us on Facebook or on Twitter or anything like that, you can go to our YouTube page, click on the upper right-hand corner, and just go to those websites directly. So.
And guys, that's the best way to be updated with what we're doing, as well as what's going on and Critically Awesome's what we're doing for Critically Awesome. So, as usual, guys.
Garrett does keep up with the social media on our Facebook and our YouTube, our Facebook, our Snapchat. No, not our Snapchat, our Instagram and our Twitter. He's in control of that. So he's doing a fantastic job. I want to make sure that he knows that. Gollum, have we gotten that picture of our website up yet? Okay, cool. Maybe one of these days we'll actually get a real website.
So as you can see, guys, the Facebook page is up right there. And if you can go actually to, which doesn't look like it's our page, though. Maybe it is.
That is our page.
It is our page. There's a button on there. I can't really see it very well, but you can go to watch videos, and that's where you can go directly to our YouTube. So, as usual, guys, make sure you share, like, and subscribe to our page.
Like, subscribe, and share. Tell all your friends about Critically Awesome. Make sure that they know. We only get bigger through you guys, through word of mouth, making sure that you guys are telling all your friends about it. and everything. So, Gollum, if you're ready to go ahead and do our outro, we'll be ready to log out here pretty soon.
So hit it, Gollum.
All right. My name is Trent. I'm Critically Awesome.
And I'm Garrett, and I'm Critically Awesome.
We'll see you guys next week. Bye. Maybe. We've got the outro going, right?
Critically awesome.